Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Talking English, the podcast where learning English feels less like a classroom and more like a conversation in your living room. I'm your host, Anna.
And I'm your co-host, Jake. It is so good to be back here with you, Anna, and with all of our amazing listeners from around the world. How are you doing today, Anna?
I am doing wonderful, Jake. I have my favorite cup of tea, I have my notebook, and honestly, I have a big smile on my face because I absolutely love today's topic.
I can see that smile, and I think I know why. Today's topic is something that makes everyone feel warm inside. It is something we all need no matter where we live, no matter how old we are, and no matter what language we speak.
Exactly. Today, we are talking about friendship.
Friendship. Such a simple word, but it holds so much meaning.
It really does. And for our listeners learning English, this is a very important topic. Why? Because you don't just want to learn English to order food or book a hotel. You want to learn English to make connections, to make friends.
That is the ultimate goal, right? To connect with other humans. So in this episode, we are going to dive deep. We will talk about what makes a good friend, we will share some personal stories, we will teach you useful vocabulary and idioms, and we will even talk about how to make friends as an adult.
It is going to be a long, relaxing, and helpful episode. So get comfortable. If you are walking, enjoy the fresh air. If you're cleaning, let's make it fun. Let's get started.
So Anna, let's start with the basics. If I ask you, what makes a good friend, what is the first thing that comes to mind?
That is a big question. I think for me, the most important word is comfort.
Comfort?
Yes, a good friend is someone you can be comfortable with. You don't have to pretend to be perfect. You can look messy, you can feel sad, or you can be silly, and they still like you.
I love that. It's about being authentic. For me, the word is listening. A good friend listens. They don't just wait for their turn to speak. They actually hear what you are saying.
That is so rare these days, isn't it? Everyone is so busy, but a friend stops and listens.
Let's teach our listeners some simple sentence structures to describe their friends. Listeners, you can repeat after us.
The structure is, a good friend is.
For example, a good friend is kind.
A good friend is honest.
Now, let's add the because. This makes your English stronger.
My friend is kind because she helps me when I'm tired.
My friend is funny because he tells great jokes.
Let's break down 3 key vocabulary words for this section. Word number 1, trustworthy.
Trustworthy. This is a long word, but it is easy to understand. It comes from the word trust. If someone is trustworthy, you can tell them your secrets and they won't tell anyone else.
Exactly. You feel safe with them. Word number 2, non-judgmental.
Ooh, that's a good one. Non-judgmental. It means they don't criticize you. If you make a mistake, they don't say you're stupid. They say, it's okay, let's fix it.
We all need non-judgmental friends. And word number 3, dependable.
This is similar to trustworthy. It means you can depend on them. If they say, I will be there at 5 p.m., they are there at 5 p.m. They keep their promises.
Listeners, take a moment. Think about your best friend. Are they trustworthy? Are they dependable? Try to say a sentence in your head right now. My friend is dependable. Now, Jake, friendship has to start somewhere. I love hearing how we met stories. Not just for romance, but for friends too.
Me too. It is usually a funny or random situation.
Tell me, how did you meet your best friend?
Okay, this is a funny story. I was about 12 years old. I was out the park to play football, but I realized I had forgotten my shoes. I was wearing sandals. You can't play football in sandals.
Oh no, that is a disaster for a 12-year-old.
It was. I was sitting on the grass, looking sad. Then this other kid walked over. He had an extra pair of shoes in his bag because his mom always packed extra things.
Moms are the best.
He looked at me and said, hey, do you want to borrow these? They might be a little big. I put them on, we played for 3 hours, and we have been best friends for 20 years.
That is amazing. It started with a simple act of kindness.
Exactly. What about you, Anna? How did you meet your best friend?
Mine is a little different. It was actually at a library. It was a very rainy day. I was running into the library to escape the rain, and I bumped into a girl near the door. We both dropped our books everywhere.
Like in a movie.
Just like a movie. We both knelt down to pick up the books, and we realized we were reading the same author. We started laughing because we were both soaking wet from the rain. We decided to go get coffee to dry off, and we talked for 4 hours.
4 hours. That is an instant connection.
It was. We call it hitting it off.
That is a great idiom, to hit it off. It means to like each other immediately. We hit it off right away.
Listeners, think about your story. Did you meet your friend at school, at work, online? Here's a template you can use. I met my friend at place. We were activity.
For example, I met my friend at the office. We were working on a project together.
Or I met my friend online. We were learning English in the same group.
Sharing stories is the best way to practice your English fluency. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need to tell us what happened. First, this happened, then that happened.
So, once you have a friend, what do you do?
That depends on the type of friendship, right? I have some friends who are activity friends.
What is an activity friend?
That is a friend I do specific things with. For example, I have a friend named Mike. We only play basketball. We don't really talk about our feelings or deep life problems. We just play sports and laugh.
That is valid. Those friends are fun.
But then I have deep talk friends.
Ah, the deep talkers.
Yes, these are friends like you, Anna. We can sit in a coffee shop or just sit on a park bench and talk about life, philosophy, dreams, and fears. We don't need to do anything. We just need to be together.
I love that. In English, we call that quality time.
Quality time. That means giving someone your full attention. No phones, no distractions.
Listeners, what do you like to do with your friends? Do you go shopping, cook meals together, study English, watch movies, or just do nothing?
Doing nothing is actually a sign of a very close friendship. If you can sit in a room with someone not speaking and it doesn't feel awkward, that is a best friend.
We call that comfortable silence. It means the silence is not heavy, it is peaceful.
Now, Anna, we have talked about the fun stuff, but friendship isn't always sunshine and rainbows.
No, it's not. There's a famous English idiom, fair weather friend.
Oh, that's a good one to explain. A fair weather friend. Fair weather means sunny weather. So a fair weather friend is someone who is only your friend when things are easy and happy.
But when it rains, when you're sad or poor or sick, they disappear. They run away.
We don't want to be fair weather friends. We want to be friends through thick and thin.
Through thick and thin. That's another classic idiom. It means staying together through good times, thick, and bad times, thin.
So how do friends support each other in English? What can you say to a friend who is having a bad day?
That's a great question. Sometimes we don't know the right words. Even native speakers struggle with this. If your friend is sad, you can say, I'm here for you.
Simple and powerful. I'm here for you. You can also say, do you want to talk about it?
And if they say no, you can say, that's okay. We can just sit together.
Vocabulary Spotlight. Empathy. Empathy. Empathy is different from sympathy. Sympathy is looking at someone and saying, oh, poor you. Empathy is climbing down into the hole with them and saying, I feel your pain. You are not alone.
Real friendship is built on empathy. I remember when I failed a big exam a few years ago. I was devastated. I was crying. I felt like a failure.
What did your friend do?
She didn't try to fix it. She didn't say, oh, study harder next time. No, she just brought me chocolate ice cream, sat on my floor, and said, this sucks. I'm sorry.
And that was exactly what you needed.
It was. She validated my feelings. To validate means to confirm that a feeling is okay and real.
Anna, we have a lot of listeners who have moved to new countries. Maybe they're living in the UK, the USA, Canada, or Australia, and they feel lonely.
I know that feeling. Moving is hard, And making friends as an adult is much harder than making friends as a child.
When you were a kid, you just say, "Do you like blue? I like blue. Let's be friends."
If only it were that simple now. But for our listeners learning English, making friends is also the best way to learn.
Absolutely. So, do you have any tips for making friends in a new language?
My biggest tip is follow your hobbies, not just language exchange.
What do you mean by that?
If you only go to language exchange meetups, everyone is there to practice grammar. It can feel a bit unnatural. But if you love painting, join a painting class. If you love hiking, join a hiking group.
That is brilliant, because then you're focusing on the activity, not the language. The pressure is off. You have something in common immediately.
Exactly. If you are hiking, you can say, "Wow, look at that view," or "I am so tired." You have natural things to talk about.
My tip would be brave enough to make the first move. This is scary, I know, but sometimes the other person is just as lonely as you are. They are just waiting for someone to say hello.
You can start with a compliment. That is the easiest icebreaker.
I like your shoes. That is a cool bag. Your dog is so cute.
People love talking about their dogs. If you see someone with a dog, you have an instant conversation. What is his name? Can I pet him? Boom, you're talking in English.
Also, don't worry about your accent.
Please listen to this. Do not worry about your accent. Your accent is your history. It is part of who you are. Real friends do not care if your grammar is perfect. They care if you are kind.
If someone judges your grammar, they are not friend material. Remember the word non-judgmental? A real friend will work hard to understand you. They will use hand gestures, they will smile, they will wait.
We have a phrase, put yourself out there. It means to take a risk socially, to step outside your house and try. So listeners, try to put yourself out there this week.
We have to talk about the internet, Anna. Friendship has changed a lot in the last 10 years.
It really has. I have friends now that I have never met in person.
Really?
Yes. I have a friend in Japan and a friend in Brazil. We met on language learning apps. We video chat once a week. We know everything about each other's lives, but we have never hugged.
That is the beauty of technology. It allows us to connect across borders. But we have to be careful too, right?
Of course, online friendship is real, but it requires effort. You have to schedule the calls. You have to deal with time zones. Is it morning for you? It's night for me.
The time zone math is always hard. But for English learners, online friends are a goldmine. You can find communities on Discord, on Facebook, on Instagram.
Just look at the comments section of this podcast. We have a community right here. Listeners, look at the comments. Someone is writing from Italy. Someone is writing from India. Someone is writing from Mexico. You are all here for the same reason.
You can be friends. Reply to someone. Say, "Hi, I'm learning too." Building a support system is crucial for learning.
Support system. That refers to the group of people who help you achieve your goals. Your friends are your support system.
Anna, let's imagine we have some questions from our listeners. I wrote down a few common questions I get asked as an English teacher about friendship.
Great idea. What is the first one?
Question 1. How do I end a conversation politely if I want to leave? This is a big fear for learners. They get stuck in a conversation and don't know how to walk away.
Oh, that is a classic problem. You don't want to be rude. Here's a magic phrase. It was so nice talking to you, but I have to run.
I have to run. It doesn't mean you're literally going to run away. It just means I have to leave.
Or you can say, I don't want to keep you. I should get going. This is very polite because it sounds like you are respecting their time.
Question 2. What if I don't understand what my friend said? Should I pretend I understood?
No, never pretend. If you pretend, you might agree to something crazy. Friend, can I borrow your car? You, haha. Friend, great, thanks. You, wait, what?
Exactly. It's dangerous. Just be honest. Say, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that." Or can you say that again a bit slower?
Real friends won't mind. They'll repeat it.
Question 3. Is it okay to mix English with my native language?
We call that code switching. And yes, it is totally okay if your friend understands both languages. But if they only speak English, try to use other English words to explain what you mean. Describe it. Use your hands. It's good practice. We have thrown a lot of vocabulary at our listeners today, Jake. Let's do a vocabulary spotlight to review the best words.
Let's do it. I'll say the word and you give a simple definition. Ready?
Ready.
Loyal.
Loyal means staying on someone's side. You don't betray them. You are faithful. A dog is loyal. A best friend is loyal.
Bond.
A bond is a strong connection. It's like an invisible glue that holds two people together. We share a strong bond.
To confide in someone.
To confide in someone means to tell them a secret or a personal problem because you trust them. I confide in my sister.
Low maintenance.
Oh, I love this one. A low-maintenance friend is a friend who doesn't need constant attention. You don't have to text them every day. You can talk once a month and everything is fine. It is easy.
2 peas in a pod.
This means two people who are very similar or always together. They fit perfectly. Jake and his brother are like 2 peas in a pod.
And one more. To bury the hatchet.
This is for when friends fight. To bury the hatchet means to stop fighting and make peace. You forgive each other.
Excellent review. Listeners, try to pick just one of these words and use it today. Write it in your notebook.
As we get close to the end of the episode, Jake, I want to get a little bit philosophical.
Let's get deep, Anna.
Why do you think we need friends? Humans are social animals, but why is friendship so essential for our mental health?
I think it comes down to witnessing. Life is a long journey. There are happy moments and sad moments. If you are alone, nobody sees them. But a friend is a witness. They see your life. They say, I saw that. You did good. Or I saw that. That was hard.
That is beautiful. It validates our existence. I also think friends are our mirrors. They show us who we are. Sometimes my friend knows me better than I know myself.
Definitely. And they push us to grow. My friends encourage me to be better. They inspire me. If you surround yourself with English speakers, you will be inspired to speak better English. If you surround yourself with kind people, you will be kinder.
There is a saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
That is a scary thought if you spend time with negative people. Listeners, look at your circle. Are your friends positive? Do they encourage your English learning? If not, maybe it is time to expand your circle. Join that online group. Talk to us here at Talk in English.
Wow, we have talked for a long time today, Jake. I feel like I just had a great coffee date with a friend.
Me too. I feel energized. Let's recap what we did today. We defined what a good friend is. We shared stories of how we met. We talked about support and empathy. We learned idioms like through thick and thin. And we encouraged you to be brave and make connections.
Now we have a small homework assignment for you. Don't worry, no grades.
Your mission, if you choose to accept it, send a message to a friend today.
Just a short text. It can be in English or your native language. Just say, hey, I was just thinking about you. I appreciate your friendship.
Or, thanks for always being there for me.
You will make their day, and you will feel good too.
And if you are looking for a place to practice English, leave a comment below this podcast. Tell us, what is one quality you look for in a friend? Is it humor, honesty, loyalty?
We read every single comment. We want to be your friends on this language learning journey.
Remember, learning English is not a sprint. It is a marathon. And it's much easier to run a marathon when you have friends running next to you.
Absolutely. You are not alone. You have us, and you have this community.
Thank you so much for listening to Talk in English. We appreciate your time, your attention, and your trust.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss our next conversation. We have some great topics coming up about hobbies.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep connecting.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.